Jadon Sancho, born Jadon Malik Sancho on 25th March 2000 in Camberwell, London. The Trinidad and Tobago parents. He grew up in Kennington, South London. While growing up, he became friends with fellow aspiring footballer Ross Nelson after they both played in a tournament together. He joined Watford as a 7-year-old. Because he had issues commuting across London, he was accommodated by Watford, where he attended their partner school, Helfield Academy, as a boarder, aged 11. As a 14-year-old, he told his Watford under-15s coach about his intention to play for England. Sancho grew up a Chelsea fan, idolizing Didier Drogba and Frank Lampard. In 2018, while speaking to Sky Sports, he named Ronaldinho as his primary inspiration. In his words, he said, "Ronaldinho was a big influence on me. Watching him on YouTube, he used to do things that other people don't really used to do." He joined Manchester City in March of 2015 for a fee of £66,000, with a potential to rise up to £500,000. He continued to impress in the City Academy and was one of the trio of players that City chairman Kardon Al-Mubarak said would be fast-tracked into the senior setup in May of 2017. With the other two being Phil Foden, who is currently at Manchester City, and Brahim Diaz, currently plying his trade at Real Madrid. In July, Sancho was omitted from the Man City pre-season tour squad. This was due to a dispute over assurances of playing time in the new contract. Subsequently, it was reported that Sancho was trying to engineer a move away from the Etihad. Sancho's attitude alarmed City after he missed training following the pre-season tour. Sancho joined German Bundesliga outfit Borussia Dortmund in August of 2017 for a fee reported to be in the region of £8 million. He was given the number 7 shirt, which was left by Ousmane Dembele when he went to Barcelona in a deal worth around €105 million, with Dortmund to receive a further €42 million on bonuses. He later said he felt confident in making the move abroad due to his previous experiences in relocating with Watford and Manchester City. He made his debut for the club on October 21 against Frankfurt, coming on as a substitute with 6 minutes of the match remaining, becoming the first Englishman to play for Borussia Dortmund. Sancho made his first league start for Dortmund on January 14, 2018, hitting the woodwork in a scoreless draw with VfL Wolfsburg. He scored his first professional goal on 21st April. It was the first goal in a 4-0 victory against Bayern Leverkusen in the Bundesliga, and he also assisted 2 other goals in the same match. He signed a new contract, keeping him at the club until 2022. In October of 2018, he was named the Bundesliga Player of the Month, where he scored 3 goals and provided 1 assist in only 3 league games. Among his goals for the month was a brace in a draw against Hertha BLC, which saw him become the first player born in the 2000s to score twice in a single Bundesliga match, and the youngest ever by a Dortmund player. On October 24, he also became the first player born in the 2000s to score in the UEFA Champions League for Dortmund against Atletico Madrid.
Götze with the pass, Hakimi raiding forward, and they've got a man over. Hakimi might not need him, he does in the end, and look who it is! It's Jadon Sancho for Dortmund, and it just gets better and better. Sancho.
In February of 2019, in a 3-year draw with 1899 Hoffenheim, he became the youngest ever player to score 8 goals in a single Bundesliga season, breaking the record previously held by Christian Wolk. In the same month, upon scoring in a 3-2 win over Bayern Leverkusen, he broke Lukas Podolski's record to become the youngest player to score 9 league goals, age 18 and 336 days. In April, he scored a brace in a 2-1 win over Mainz 05, and in doing so, he became the youngest ever Dortmund player to score at least 10 league goals in a single Bundesliga season. Following an impressive campaign in which he netted 12 times and provided 14 assists, he was named in the 2018-2019 Bundesliga Team of the Season. Sancho continued to flourish ahead of the 2019-2020 season. In August of 2019, he scored and created another goal in a 2-0 win over Bayern Munich in the German Super Cup, claiming the Player of the Match award in the process. He was the runner-up in the Golden Boy Award in November of 2019, losing to Joao Felix of Atletico Madrid. And in December, he was also the runner-up in the 2019 Copa Trophy award, losing to Matthias de Ligt of Juventus. Sancho's goals in a 3-0 draw against RB Leipzig on December 17 meant he has scored in 7 consecutive matches for the club, including games in the Champions League against Barcelona and Slavia Prague, bringing his tally up to 15 goals and 16 assists in the league in the 2019 calendar year. Sancho was named Bundesliga Player of the Month for the second time in his career in February of 2020, following his 3 goals and 3 assists in 5 league appearances. In May of 2020, Sancho scored his first career hat-trick in a 6-1 demolition of SC Paderborn. After he scored his first goal, he removed his shirt to reveal a shirt with the message, "Justice for George Floyd," a black man who was murdered earlier that week in Minneapolis, the US, by a police officer who knelt on Floyd's neck until he became unresponsive. In May of 2021, Sancho won the DFB Poker Final, where he and Erling Haaland scored twice each in a 4-1 win over RB Leipzig, breaking Gerd Muller's 54-year-old record in the process. In the summer of 2021, it was announced that Manchester United and Dortmund had reached an agreement for the transfer of Jadon Sancho. This was subject to him signing a contract and passing a medical, both of which were expected to happen after Euro 2020. Manchester United signed Jadon Sancho in the summer of 2021 in a £73 million deal with no add-on. In his words, Sancho said, "I'll always be grateful to Dortmund for giving me the opportunity to play first-team football. Although I always knew that I would return to England one day, the chance to join Manchester United is a dream come true, and I just cannot wait to perform in the Premier League. This is a young and exciting squad, and I know, together we can develop into something special to bring success that the fans deserve. I'm looking forward to working with the manager and the coaching team to further develop my game." Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, the United manager at the time, said, "Jadon epitomizes the type of player I want to bring to the club. He's a forward player in the best tradition of Manchester United. He will form an integral part of my squad for years to come, and we look forward to seeing him blossom. His goals and assist record speaks for themselves, and will also bring tremendous pace, flair, and creativity to the team. Old Trafford will give him the platform he needs to release his untapped talents and perform at the highest level. For a player of his age, Jadon has already achieved a great deal and showed the courage to go and prove himself abroad. We all look forward to welcoming Jadon to the squad as we prepare for the new campaign." Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was eventually fired by Manchester United in November of 2021 following a 4-1 defeat at Watford. Erik ten Hag was appointed the manager of the Red Devils in April of 2022, replacing interim manager Ralf Rangnick. In September of 2023, the Gunners welcomed the Red Devils to the Emirates in a Premier League clash, a game in which the Gunners won by 3-1. After the match, Erik ten Hag, the United manager, was quoted as saying, "The reason Jadon Sancho was omitted from the matchday squad was because of his performance in training." After the game, the manager said, "On his performance, we didn't select him. You have to reach the level every day at Manchester United. You can make choices in the front line. So in this game, he wasn't selected." A claim which didn't sit well with Jadon. The player hit back at his manager by releasing a statement on his social media which read, "Please do not believe everything you read. I will not allow people to say things that are completely untrue. I have conducted myself in training very well this week. I believe there are other reasons for this matter that I won't go into. I've been a scapegoat for a long time, which isn't fair. All I want to do is play football with a smile on my face and contribute to my team. I respect the decision that are made by the coaching staff. I play with fantastic players and I'm grateful to do so, which I know every week is a challenge. I will continue to fight for the badge no matter what." This led to a fallout in the relationship between Sancho and Erik ten Hag. The United manager insisted that Sancho must apologize for his outburst if he wants to continue playing for Manchester United, something which the winger refused to do. He was dropped from the squad and forced to train away from the first team, as the disciplinary issues remain unresolved. Having not played in a competitive game for United for over 5 months, with his last game for the club coming in a 3-2 win over Nottingham Forest at Old Trafford in August. Sancho joined Borussia Dortmund on loan from Manchester United until the end of the season in the winter transfer window. Immediately after the loan move was completed, Dortmund sporting director Sebastian Kehl said in a statement on the club's website, "Sancho is an absolute different player, and I'm looking forward to seeing him back in black and yellow soon. He knows this city, Signal Iduna Park, our fans, and our club, even though he hasn't played any competitive games in the past few months. We are sure that he will quickly settle in back with us, get into top form, and use his quality to help us achieve our goals for the season." Sancho said, "When I came into the dressing room today, it felt like homecoming. I know the club inside out. I've always been very close with the fans here, and I've never lost contact with those in charge. I cannot wait to see my teammates again, go out on the pitch, play football with a smile on my face, prepare for goals, score goals, and help qualify for the Champions League." Sancho marked his return to Borussia Dortmund with an assist for Marco Reus in a 3-0 win away at bottom place Darmstadt, bringing an end to a 4-game winless run for BVB. Coincidentally, Sancho's last assist for Borussia Dortmund was for Marco Reus' goal in May of 2021. Sancho joined Borussia Dortmund, who were already in the last 16 of the UEFA Champions League. Sancho scored the first goal in a 2-0 win over PSV to secure Dortmund's spot in the quarter-final after a 1-1 draw at the Philips Stadium. They knocked Atletico Madrid out in the quarter-final by 4-2 after losing the first leg by 2-1. They were through to the final after beating PSG 1-0 at the Signal Iduna Park and winning with the same scoreline at the Parc des Princes before eventually losing the final to the team with the most Champions League title, Real Madrid, at Wembley in June of 2024.